My apartment's visitor log is terrifyingly detailed. I moved into this old pre-war apartment building about 6 months ago. Rent was cheap, the location was great, and honestly, I was just happy to have my own space after a terrible breakup. The building itself is quirky. Leaky pipes, creaky floorboards, the whole 9 yards. But the weirdest thing? The visitor log. Not a digital one, mind you. A literal leather-bound book sitting on a small, ornate table in the lobby. I initially thought it was a relic from some bygone era, a decorative piece. But the first time I saw Mrs. Henderson, the building's ancient chain-smoking super hunched over it, scribbling something with a fountain pen, I realized it was still in use. Out of morbid curiosity, I flipped through it. Each entry was meticulously written, detailing the date, time, visitor's name, and a disturbingly detailed description. July 12th, 2023, 3:17 p.m., Mr. Johnson, tall, thin, wearing a faded blue raincoat, carried a small wrapped package, smelled faintly of cinnamon. July 13th, 2023, 10:42 a.m., Ms. Ramirez, short with vibrant red hair, carried a large, empty canvas bag, appeared nervous, constantly glancing over her shoulder. It was like reading a character profile for a creepy, forgotten play. I asked Mrs. Henderson about it once. She just gave me a toothless grin and said, "Keeps things organized, dear. Helps us remember." I shrugged it off for a while, but then things started getting personal. A few weeks ago, I had a friend over, Sarah. We ordered pizza, watched a movie, the usual. The next day, I glanced at the log. August 2nd, 2023, 8:56 p.m., Ms. Sarah Miller, medium height, brown hair and a ponytail, brought a large pepperoni pizza. Laugh was loud, slightly forced. Left at 11:12 p.m. Note, appears close to resident in apartment 3B. My stomach dropped. How did she know Sarah's laugh was slightly forced? And appears close? It felt invasive. Then last night, I had a delivery from a new grocery service. I didn't even go downstairs. I buzzed them in and they left the bags outside my door. This morning, I checked the log. August 15th, 2023, 7:23 p.m., unknown delivery person, wore a bright yellow jacket, carried numerous brown paper bags. Note, resident in 3B ordered groceries. Observed a single bruised apple in the delivery. Possible sign of what? I stared at the entry, a chill running down my spine. This wasn't just organized, this was surveillance. I'm starting to think Mrs. Henderson is more than just a super. I'm starting to think this log isn't just a quirky tradition. It's a record of everything. I'm now afraid to have anyone over, afraid to even order takeout. I'm thinking of moving, but I'm also terrified of what she might write if I do. What should I do? Is this just a weird old lady thing, or something more sinister? TLDR. My apartment building has a creepy visitor log with disturbingly detailed descriptions of everyone who enters, and it's starting to feel like I'm being watched. Comments section would be filled with speculation, advice ranging from move immediately to set up hidden cameras, and of course a healthy dose of OP is probably crazy.